be a part of what we're building here has just never been seen before. Everyone keeps trying to copy what we're doing. You'll see projects that, okay, we're putting out NFTs, and I just won someone today, and they're NFTs for musicians, and now we're going to share part of the money with the artists directly, and it's going to be more than they get regularly. And unfortunately, that's just one part of the issue. That's one part of the problem. And because people don't understand royalties, they don't understand how the music industry really functions and really what NFTs can do in a larger way. A lot of these other companies are really missing the boat. The fact that we're really creating a fan artist decentralized organization in which fans and artists control and manage the careers, each other, are able to make money together. This is something that goes beyond almost anything that's ever been seen before. And that's why people are starting to gravitate towards us. Now, there's a company called Vets.co, which was one of the pioneers in the space of giving people fractional ownership. Today at 3 p.m., we are going to have a powwow with them to determine how best to reach their 250,000 people who are interested and who have bought fractional ownership in NFTs. We just got their database of the tens of thousands of people who are receiving fractional ownership and who we're going to convert into NFTs, and we're going to put on the platform. There's a lot of stuff happening, and that's just part of the conversation and who we're reaching out to. And so with that being said, to be sincere with all of you guys, we have never, ever once done a launch. I know it's surprising. I know you guys are probably curious of what this is and what's going on. We've only done direct private sales with our tight-knit groups and gave them the first opportunity. Without getting overly complicated, people that look like me and people that look like you and our family members, we were never even allowed to get into Bitcoin. Let's be really clear and sincere in this conversation. It's one thing not to believe that it may or may not exist, but no one ever really sat down, or the few of us that actually had the friends that were not inside the community that sat down and talked to us and shared with us and really tried to educate us on what was going on with Bitcoin. 99% of people that look like me never had the opportunity to participate. And I did not want that to happen with my project. I could have advertised, we could have done a public marketing, we could have done a public push, we could have driven DM marketing, we could have done ads on Cointelegraph, but instead, bit by bit, we've taken our time to allow people that look just like me to have first opportunity and first dibs at the token, at the founder NFTs that automatically give you governance tokens in this project, first access to NFTs from musicians that are really groundbreaking and history breaking, that they're multi-tracked NFTs. You will never, they still are non-existent in other places. And because ours are the first, they'll make crypto history years from now and will be deeply sought after. And so now, bit by bit, this time is coming to an end where we're just going to continue to do a private sale. The exchange is up, the marketplace is up, the staking contract is up, the vesting schedule is up, things that nobody and oftentimes few companies in the crypto world have ever done at all, no matter how much they've raised. And the likelihood and the time frame in which it's going to get done is oftentimes difficult to find out. Ours is done. That the moment we start doing a public marketing and public announcement, it's not going to be a conversation on what we're going to do. It's what we've done and what they can step into in the ecosystem they can participate in. We're opening up a whole new category for this Taylor Hawkins drop, which has been signed, sealed, delivered. We have the music, we have the photos, we have the images. We are about to target the Foo Fighter Nation, millions and millions of people strong. And that's going to be covering the front page of the marketplace and exchange. So now we have had the narrative discussed and talked about with the PR team. Now we're stepping into maybe a 2.5 to 3 week cycle on launch. So now is really time for us to open up the whole entire ecosystem to the public. So for you guys in your private sale, as I was telling James, we are going to be ending any opportunity for this private sale on royalty tokens, on founder NFTs, June 9th. So the private sale will be done. What isn't sold by then is going to be shared and open up to the public. All the tokens, all the NFTs, so that we can move to the next phase and focus 100% on our metaverse. June 9th will be the end of the private sale. I hope you guys understand this. This is not maybe or if or possibility. We're shutting it down prior to our release to the Taylor Hawkins drop, because we know that's going to be explosive for us in the community and allow us the opportunity to start opening up a whitelisting to give people the opportunity to buy the tokens. And then when we open it back up in the next 60 days later for people to buy, it'll be everyone who's whitelisted who will have a chance to buy the remainder of the founder NFTs and the remainder of the tokens that are available. And what is not purchased at that time will be burned. All NFTs will be burned. All the tokens will be burned that we do not sell in that time frame. It'll be done, and we'll be on to the next series of NFTs. The question that you have to ask yourself is, when we're doing these private sales and we're in this private community and you have the opportunity, is it easier to compete with the purchasing of the founder NFTs, the BR1s? Is it easier to get royalty tokens when we haven't sent out 1 million direct messages to everybody on Instagram and Twitter? When we haven't sent out our Cointelegraph ad and then start doing our Medium articles driven, when Barmy and I spin back up Crypto 10X and we're navigating and talking to everybody, talking about and mentioning every single music NFT project, when we're not doing our vampire attack and bringing every single music NFT audience into this space, when we haven't released, and you guys probably even know this, we have songs written for the Shiboshis we own. We have songs already written and in the can for the CryptoPunks we already own. We already have songs written and designed for Crypto Dads and the Immortal Monks. Those communities have 10,000 plus people in each one of them. And we're going to start targeting them and drive them into our community. You guys have had the best opportunity to get these tokens. And when we debut them for trading, we're going to debut them at 40 cents plus. When we get ready for our next drop of the metaverse NFTs, it will not be a private sale. It will be a public sale to all of these audiences who will then have a chance to earn and or win a founder NFT in that space to be able to stake and get governance tokens. The window of opportunity, as I was telling James, is about 15 days long. And then once that happens, it's all shut down, guys. No more private sale. You'll have to be whitelisted to participate. You'll have to be whitelisted to get tokens. You have to be whitelisted to get the last of the founder NFTs, and you'll be whitelisted to get into the metaverse. And if you're not whitelisted, you will not get it. And even if you are whitelisted, there's no guarantee that you will actually have first access to what we're about to do next. Because James is my brother, James is, 30 years friend, blah, blah, blah. This is his community. And you guys have supported us so much. I did not want to kind of surprise or shock you guys at the last minute. Didn't want to kind of give you guys, a 24-hour, 48 window like most places do. I'm giving you guys a 15-day lead to share with your family, share with your friends, get as many tokens as you guys can get, and to get as many of the founder NFTs as you could possibly hold before we go ahead and go on our huge blitz. We will be doing a direct message program, 250,000 people at a time, to everybody who's bought NFTs in the music space, anybody who has a crypto, in Shiboshis, which is 1 million people strong. Anybody who has crypto in Crypto Dads, anybody who has NFTs, anybody who has a music NFT. And we will be building an extensive whitelist database. And that's on top of the 250,000 people with Vetst. You guys have had the beauty and the benefit of being in a really small, tight-knit community of a few hundred people. And you've had the benefit of being in an audience of only 16,000. We haven't driven up the Discord. We haven't driven up the Telegram. We haven't done any of that stuff. But word is going to move fast on two fronts. We're going to reward people for inviting new people to the audience. And then the second thing is, because we have these major drops happening and individuals are going to want to be excited to be a part of it and whitelisted to get their limited edition NFTs for this music, they're going to start sharing and pushing it out, and they can do it now. They can buy. Most projects are not finishing crypto, even major ones. People can log in, and the ones who are sophisticated enough to understand Web 3.0 will log in, use their ETH, and buy up every single one of the NFTs on the platform. And it's going to get to the point, and I've seen it happen. There's a little company called VV, and I introduced everybody to it in the beginning. And if you watch the Crypto 10X podcast, one of the first podcasts we did was with that company. They debuted their mobile app. And when they debuted their mobile app, they came on our show. They had 5,000 people using the mobile app to download their cool 3D NFTs. People were excited. They were happy. In a few short months, they had over 250,000 people fighting and buying to get NFTs, and people are pissed off because there's no way for them to get them. And that's because they did exactly what we're about to do. I know the president over there, that's why we interviewed him. We know the people over there. We're following their guidebook. We've talked to Reese. I've talked to people at Animoca and the Sandbox. The people that I know in the industry are all giving us the second phase of guiding and moving this project. And I can only just really ask you guys to take full advantage of the opportunity of being a part of this private sale, because of my desire to want you guys here. I love Cash Out Kathy. Mary's been huge. I love Crypto Maria. Ivy's been huge. Tamika, everybody has been such a great rallying point. But unfortunately, the exclusive access that you guys have had is done in the next 10 to 15 days. It really is. It's not a, maybe, it's not an if. Everything that we've been doing up until this point for BAN has been a labor of love for both Maria building up the Spanish team. It's been a labor of love for what James has been doing to build up the community in general. And it's been me putting energy and time since literally January 1st of 2022, coming to events, showing up, being on Zooms, talking to you guys about it. Now, because the project is small, but because I know how big it's going to be, and I've been wanting to get you guys in first. Now that all the tech is done, there's no need to throttle anything. There's no need to hold back. There's no need to pause. There's no need to not go gung-ho full forward. All of our legals in place, all of our lawyers are in place, all of our tech is in place, everything, all of our utilities in place, everything that you need in order to have a legally viable push crypto project is all set. And so whether you need to learn how to buy Ethereum, whether you need to learn how to get some BUSD and convert it into whatever you need to do, this is the moment to get over your personal tech hurdles and acquire as many tokens and NFTs as possible, because when the door shuts, it shuts. It's not you guys will get a chance. Trust me, you guys will be, you'll be able to join the whitelist. You'll be able to chance post that phase to compete just along everybody else to buy this token at 40 cents. And you'll compete just along with everybody else to get the remainder last of the founder NFTs from this series. Your odds are just so much better now because we're giving you guys the exclusive handoff. We really can't do better than what we've done to make sure you guys have done good and been a part of this first half of the year. They already have talked that this is the crypto winter, but if anybody knows anything about crypto, the summer started driving up the price of Ethereum. the winter usually to start driving up the price of Ethereum. And any kind of pullback doesn't happen until December. And so it's hot, hot, hot for at least 5 to 6 months as it slowly becomes accumulated and people realize that the next halving of Bitcoin is coming. And so they want to accumulate as much Bitcoin, which lifts up all ships in crypto before it halves again. So if you thought 60,000 Bitcoin was impressive, look at how much it's going to be when it breaks the next time, because people are afraid of the next halving of Bitcoin. James and I sat here and have watched at least 3 halvings of Bitcoin price. And every time it ends up on top. It has never gone back to the few $100s when I bought Bitcoin at $330. It's not going back to that low. It's in the 20s and 30s, and that's still higher than it was the last time it dropped and it got to 9 and then rushed back up to 60. Bitcoin is not going backwards, anyone. If you are shocked now at how popular it is and what's happening in this small community of people adopting it, when you start seeing the stickers next year in every store, we accept Bitcoin, you're going to wonder, where am I at? Because the next stickers that are coming out, and I talked to Jane and I talked to Barnaby, we all should get in the printing business, because the next stickers are not going to be how much Bitcoin something takes. It's going to be how much Satoshi you're going to take. We accept Satoshis. That's going to be the next advertisement, because a Satoshi is a fraction of a Bitcoin. And when one Satoshi is equivalent of $100, that's when people are going to be like, man, I wish I would have held on or got that one Bitcoin. We're only functioning at Bitcoin now because people don't comprehend. It'll be very quickly where it's going to be at the Satoshi level. That's what I'm telling everyone here on this call. You guys have blessed Band Royalty immensely with your time, energy, faith, belief. I mean, I can't say more about an awesome group of people. And so I hope that we can return that same blessing to you guys, to let you be with us right now here on this literally ground floor, because the next phase is not going to look anything like it did the last 6 months. These nice quiet Zoom that James been putting together and secretly pulling you guys in. Crypto Maria driving across LA and having these small groups, the Spanish communities building up. We are 100% going to expand in such a way as this one-on-one connection will be wanted, but it won't be capable. So I hope you guys understand that this is just how all these projects evolve, and this is how you guys get value by us expanding and going to the public and us pushing. So we really look forward to just the next phase. And so June 9th is a hard date for all of us. And then the next phase is the new Medium articles. The next phase is all the direct marketing, the phase of bets, all this great stuff. So I really appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much for everything you've been doing. Thank you so much, Mary, for sharing BCE with us. Cash out Kathy for introducing Mary to us. Thank you, James, for bringing Maria on, and Ivy, 100% always pushing. Thank you, Maria, for just being here all the time. And I mean, like 24/7, having my back, having Metaflex Pro's back. And I would just say, get it while you can get it, guys. I really have, I really believe in you guys. And if we can set not just what we're doing for Band Royalty and the artists up for success, I'd ideally like to see you guys all set up for long-term wealth and success. And I hope this could be the project. So I'm going to do everything I can in my ability to make it that project. And that just requires, we got to go to the public. We got to push, and we got to push hard. So thank you guys. I really appreciate the time. I really appreciate you having me speak. If you have anybody has any questions, let's kick it off so we can move to the next phase.
So just to sum it up, we have to the 9th of June, literally, to buy your tokens and or NFTs. Is that correct or incorrect?
That's correct. And if you and the access to those people already have accounts in the royalty or in the band purchase of the tokens, that's going to be shut down. It'll be no US access whatsoever. It'll be, and then the token and the band NFTs that are on Metaflex Pro, what's sold is sold and what's not goes back into the kitty for us to do in the public. And so I'll be removed off the Metaflex Pro site.
Okay, so the 8th, I just want to get this so people understand it simple. The 8th, that's it. We'll go one day where we can blast the world. Is that correct? 8th and 9th? They can
And the
buy
9th,
after that.
midnight, midnight when 9th turns to 10th, it's shut down.
It's shut down completely. So,
Yep.
And then after that,
PST time. We'll say PST, 12 a.m. PST. So those East Coasters get a little 3 hours extra.
Yes. And then from there, we will be burning them.
So then from there, you get whitelisted.
You get whitelisted. Okay.
You get whitelisted. And then we at Band Royalty go on the public attack. So whatever is left that you guys haven't purchased in the private sale, and any of the private sale people haven't purchased, then we're going to do another open release date. We've never done an open public release date.
At the new prices.
At the new prices.
I got it. Okay. So hold on.
And then, hold on. And then what doesn't sell then, that's what burns.
Okay. Got it. So after the 9th, tokens are 40 cents. Correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Right now, tokens are currently 20 cents.
Correct.
So let's do the math. Right? Is that, I mean, I don't know, but I can do the math. Okay. I put 10 grand or, at 20 cents, that sounds like that could be double. Right. So, and again, that happens June 9th. Those tokens will be 40 cents June 9th. Okay.
Yeah, but we're not going to announce that until, like I said, we're going to do the direct messaging, and then people will be able to buy them on the new date, which will be about 60 days out.
Okay. From there, we go to Uniswap. You want to talk a little bit about when we go to Uniswap, how that looks?
That's just the exchange. So it's going to be free floating at that point. And so once we sell out of whatever we're going to sell out in that open period, it'll probably be 7 days from now. People sign up for the whitelist. We'll release the token to the public. They'll buy. We might even end up doing like 2 or 3 tiers in that. So it may be 40 cents, 60 cents, 80 cents. So we're deciding how that's going to really play out. And then we release on Uniswap, and then it's free floating. And however it runs, it runs.
Got it. All right. So sounds good. I'm excited. Any questions for Noble? Any questions? We got approximately 2 minutes. So any questions, guys? If you've been in here, you've been rocking and rolling, you've been holding on to your tokens, we are there. We are very, very close. And again, if you haven't got any, get with whoever invited you, find out what it takes to get some, okay? Or get more, all right? Or NFTs, because guys, we are at that point now. So any questions for Noble while we have him? We may not have him anymore until June. So
yes, I have a question. I have a question for Mr. Noble Dracone.
Yes,
where did you come from, sir?
Listen, I'm with all y'all. I came right from the same pool y'all came from.
Well, I know we definitely appreciate the opportunity that you've given us. And Boss, I Quit, thanks for putting us in this position. It just makes sense. I mean, 20 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents. I mean, we've been trying to tell people for a long time now. So I say June the 9th, we working hard until 12 a.m. And let's do it, team. Boston put us over here for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All in, family.
All in. So every network, every group, let's do this.
Any other questions? Please raise your hand.
Yes, I do.
I got a question.
Okay. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, I have a question. When you talk about the NFTs, is it the plushies and the Warplay ones are you speaking of?
No, we're not. This is all Band Royalty right now, Tamika. We're gonna have another call with Warplay Games with Crypto Maria, most likely next Monday.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
And remember,
Miss Kathy,
the staking contracts are available. Oh, no.
Okay.
The staking contracts are available as well. So remember that they are up. So if you have your NFTs, we're going to be shooting a video. We'll have that available for you any day now, Maria. for your staking. All right.
I know the
yes.
staking is so easy. The video is super short. So, but yeah, we look forward to seeing you doing it.
Rosa, all of the above. She's asking which is better, tokens or NFT? All of the above. Now is the time. Ethereum is low. Get you some more NFTs. Definitely tokens are 20 cents. So you definitely want to just acquire as much as you can.
And it'll be 40 cents in a month.
Yes.
So,
And the reality is, you guys have to understand that is the cryptocurrency of music. So everything we do, the metaverse, on the exchange, being able to buy the next series of NFTs, you're going to have these royalty tokens. So that means that people who haven't got them in any of these private sales are going to have to search them out.
Yep.
Kathy, was it Heather hand raised? Go ahead, Kathy.
Hi, how y'all doing?
Hey, this Kathy.
I just got a quick question as far as I know but what about the other NFTs that are on like the Andy case? Are those gonna still be available after June 9th or no?
So that's a good question. So we want to revamp the entire site and even access to the exchange. So we're even thinking, and we haven't decided this yet. So it's a great question. We haven't decided this yet, if we're going to finish out all the current NFT sales and what sells, and we relaunch with all of the major headline acts. So that one, I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know exactly the exact direction on that. We have Sergio, one of our developers, on the line even now. And so we're trying to sort out how to kind of keep it there, but also do the relaunch. Realistically, every single one, now that we know the technology works and it's comfortable, every single one of the music NFTs should have already been gone. It's like the smallest amount, like 777 NFTs for a fraction of an ETH. And because we haven't really done our big public push, they haven't sold all out. So the question you have to ask yourself is, more importantly, is when we do the public push, will they all be sold out? And we don't even have to worry about this question anymore. So the public push may solve all of those issues for us. And what we do is carryover. Those were limited edition, small collectibles for those particular artists. And there's only 777 of them. If you haven't got them yet, then, when we do the public push, people may just come to the website and just buy them up because they'll understand the technology and where we're headed, and that we are literally the OpenSea killer for all music NFTs.
Thank you, Noble. Appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too, Kathy.
Jazz has his hand up. Jazz, go ahead.
Yes. So as far as musicians, is there anything, I guess, in the cards coming up as far as making an NFT, or how would that work? And if so, would there be like referrals? Like say I had like a band that wanted to make an NFT, would there be a referral possibly involved with that?
So I'll tell you the three levels, and hopefully I'll give you the clarification. Right now, we're at curation level. If you are a successful TikTok, YouTube star, and or multi-platinum musician, we're doing what's called curated music acts. And so we're working directly with Metaflex Pro to bring those people in. And so if you have a famous group and you have someone who has name recognition, then definitely reach out to Maria or James, and then you can walk them in. And yes, there is a referral. The second phase of this is we're working directly with labels, and those labels, because they have huge rosters, we're going to let them be the first ones to try out our self NFT platform, somewhere OpenSea, and they'll be putting all of their musicians onto the platform. And then finally, once the open exchange is out, we'll be doing anybody, just like OpenSea, will be able to put up their NFT and release it on the website. So we're releasing everything out in phases. This curation part really is only 4 more weeks. And it's also in that 60-day window. And then we're going to start opening it up to labels and individuals to sign up.
Okay. And to make like to make an NFT, say from an independent like your third tier that you're talking about, would there be a charge for that, like a token charge of sorts?
No. So what'll happen is you'll be able to make your NFT, but if you want to be listed and you want to be on the website, then there'll be either a token charge or you'll have to auction off a percentage of your sales to the community. The community will vote whether or not they want to put you on the front page to let everybody know about you. So you'll be able to either share in the
Gotcha.
community. I'm sure I'm giving, this is like ahead of the time kind of tech stuff. Either you'll be able to convince a community to support you, or you'll just have to primarily rely on your own people. But the way it works now in OpenSea is you have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to be on the front page. And so with us, we're going to let the community decide, and it'll be depending on how much of the commissions you're willing to give back to the community to then support you to be on the front page. And they'll pledge royalty tokens to actually drive you there.
Sure. So you like basically you could present the NFT to the community. They could listen to it if they liked it. Then there'd be like a vote, I guess. Of sorts.
And the only way to vote is with the royalty token and the governance token.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
And last question, or I wanted to, and that's great question, Josh. Great question. Also, we do have a sneak peek of the band Metaverse tickets. They are now available. Can you talk just briefly about what those tickets represent as well, Noble? And we'll go ahead and conclude the call.
So there's never really been a unified music metaverse, and we're about to build it out and lay it out. And because we realize that we appreciate you guys as a community, we don't want you, once again, to miss out on being a participant in the metaverse once we go public. And so we created a series of metaverse tickets specifically for the Metaflex Pro family, so that you guys can get access to our metaverse, and the ticket will give you access to any of our metaverse events, in addition to discounts on live events, plus various other perks that we're going to develop as we process along. And so this NFT metaverse ticket is exclusive to Metaflex Pro. It's exclusive. It is not something that we're putting out there. We're not selling it. We're not pushing it. It is an exclusive ticket to be a part of our metaverse, just for the Metaflex Pro family. And once they're gone, they're gone. We only minted a limited number of them. They may actually even be gone by June 9th, to be honest, James. You know, it's not like it's that many of them. And it's just for you guys to get basically nearly a backstage pass to have access to our metaverse once it's completed at the end of the year. And in between, as we do events across the next 6 months, some being live, because we own the battle rap category, guys. So some being live events like you guys have already attended, and then some being virtual events like the conferences we're about to hold in the next 6 months to educate musicians on how to be in the music NFT space. So it's a game changer for you guys, to be honest. And it probably deserves its own conversation, because it's hot, and it's really only for Metaflex Pro. And once it's sold, right, James, it's sold. There's not, you can get multiple tickets if you want, and then maybe resell them in the future or hold on to them. But this is your pass to the band royalty metaverse.
Thank you for sharing that. And as you can see, here it is. All you would do is, it's tickets. If somebody could type it in the chat, tickets.bandmetaverse.io. And you simply connect your Ethereum wallet, and you could buy one of the two. One is a VIP front row in the metaverse, and that's 500. I don't know what the Ethereum price is. And then we have the basic seating, which is $100, and both of them are in Ethereum. as well. And it gives you access again to the concerts. We're actually going to be putting on a big concert in Las Vegas. So for the first, I think 100 ticket holders, you'll have access to that private concert with band artists in Vegas at the Hard Rock. So we'll be making some notice. 5 lucky people we're going to be sending VIP there, flying them, not local, and really putting you up and wining and dining you. So you'll hear about that as well.
And then
But
one more thing I want to add to that, James, just so we don't forget. This is only one of these is almost like whitelisting yourself, because when the plots of land start popping up in the metaverse, those people holding these band royalty metaverse tickets will get first access and dibs to band metaverse land, which will produce income, allow you to put concerts, sell items, and the like. And that's going to be huge, because everyone else is going to have to be whitelisted just basically by signing up. And you guys get free first pass access to buying almost any land in the upcoming metaverse.
Well, membership has its privileges, so
exactly. Membership has its privileges. Because
anyway,
I'm
guys,
you right now, but just before you go, I'm just saying this. The reason, people have to understand, we're doing this because, when you and I sat down and designed this, James, it's because people who look like us have been kept out of the door. We never give first access to anything, right, Maria? We don't. When crypto started, we're all trying to catch up, and everyone's 2 and 3 years ahead of us. Kathy saw it, Ivy saw it, James saw it. We're all trying to play catch up. And if I can do as much as I can to give my folks front of the line access, I'm going to do that every single time. This is not a ploy. This is not a false sense of urgency. This is not a tactic. All that sales stuff that you guys have learned to be good salespeople, you got to throw it out the window. This is pure caring and love. We love you guys. We want to see you succeed. We want you to be ahead of the game. We want to be, because I started off, when I started my journey, everybody, I started off homeless. I left home at 17 with dreadlocks and a backpack. And I've built myself up every step of the way. And if it hadn't been for great mentors who are willing to reach back, show me the ropes, realize that I was worth taking a chance on, I wouldn't be here where I am today. And it's because of you guys taking a chance on band royalty. We're here because we are here today because of you guys. And so I want you guys to know that this is not pretend. When we give you guys these offers and we're extending this to you, it's sincerely out of love. We care about you guys. We want to see you get a chance. There's no guarantee that any of this will succeed. We may fail miserably, but I'll tell you now, I'm going to do everything in my power to make it super successful. I'm going to drive every ounce of capability, like I've done so far, in delivering, creating, and building something that you guys will benefit from. So when we say you have access to these metaverse tickets, take advantage of it. When I'm telling you that it's closing on the 9th, buy as many tokens as you can afford. If you can afford a founder NFT, get one, get tokens, get founder NFTs. I'm trying to give you guys as much VIP access that no one else has given you or will give you in the crypto space as possible. And it's not some random DM that showed up in your messaging in Telegram. It's not some random message you get on Discord. You know me, you know James, you know Maria, you know all the people here. And we're telling you directly that the project is being pushed to be successful. And you guys have front row seats. Please, to the best of what you can afford, take full advantage of the opportunity here, because you may never see one similar to this again.
Well, hey, I got 10, 12. I think I want 20.
You shouldn't be bragging. Don't be bragging. That's
I'm not bragging.
That's
hey,
not good
I
form,
earned it.
James. That's
listen,
not good form, James.
Hey, I earned it. You didn't hand nothing to me. I earned it. So yeah, I am going to brag. Guys, if it's okay if you earn something and brag about it, type a 2 in the chat below, all right? Hey, I worked my butt off. I bought these NFTs. I earned them, all right? You ain't give me nothing. I almost cussed. Okay, but here's the last thing, guys. The bottom line, why I do have so many is because, number one, I do know you. I know what you're about. The project just makes sense. And when you're looking at crypto kitties and crypto punks and Bored Ape yachts, and these monkeys are selling for 300,000 on the low, and they have no staking ability. I make a passive return with all my NFTs. That by itself, come on, guys, that by itself makes sense. It makes sense. I'm not buying something that has no tangibility. This is, man, are you kidding me? I mean, this is one of the most amazing platforms I've ever seen in DeFi. If you go, you can look, it's all over the place now. It's being plastered on every major blog. It is everywhere, guys. I'm going to show you real quick, and we're going to get off this line. I got to pick up kids, all right? But here, let me just show you guys. Look how beautiful this is. Oh, 1 second. For those that have not seen it, look at this. What's going on with my internet? My oldest son must be up there draining my internet. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if that showed up. So think about it, and this is what I want to tell you guys. When you think about Bitcoin, and everybody was putting up the Bitcoin pizzas yesterday or the day before yesterday. Mm-hmm. Somebody actually spent 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. 2 pizzas. Now I'm asking a question. What would you do with an extra $298 million? Okay. I want you to type in the chat. What would you do with an extra $298 million? If somebody had said, let me just hold on. Oh my God. I can't even imagine that. Okay. $298 million. But they got 2 pizzas. Look at this deal, guys. Look at this. Look how beautiful this exchange is. This is an exchange. This is not a marketplace. So remember, you hold a token or you holding crypto, you holding an NFT, you're not only earning off the royalties of the music catalogs that we already own from Timberland and the list goes on and on. Justin Timberlake, Beyonce. We own those catalogs that pay, guess what, a royalty. But not only that, here's our exchange. It took OpenSea 3 years to get to $1 million. Now OpenSea is doing 200 to 300 million a day, guys. And when every time an NFT is being bought or sold, 2.5% goes to who? The exchange. Well, guess what happens at Band? Anytime one of these music NFTs is being bought or sold, 2.5% goes to Band, but half of that goes to those that are staking. Do you see the difference? If you see the difference, type a 21 in the chat below because we got 21 people on here. And when I'm in Vegas, I'm always playing 21. Type a 21 in the chat below. If you can now understand how fire this situation is, guys. But here, last thing. If you guys know, if you can see this OMG Nike Finesse, you guys know who that is. Anybody remember Full Force? So that's the guy from Full Force, the group. And he is managing some of the biggest acts. He writes for some of the biggest artists. And guess what? He is full-fledged band royalty. All the artists are coming. We're going to have thousands and thousands and thousands of artists. The next phase, they will be able to upload their own NFTs right to this deal when they buy and sell. And if you are a holder, you are earning money. DeFi, see DeFi Doors is on here. She know all about DeFi. This is DeFi, guys. This ain't nothing but DeFi. Look at this. Let me show you. If you wanted this single and she won the Usher contest, $1 million, major recording artist, listen at me, ladies and gentlemen. Very simple. You got Ethereum in your wallet, connect your wallet, buy your NFT, hold it, turn around, resell it, do whatever you choose to do. But here's what's so impressive. There's no exchange nowhere that plays the music right off the platform.
Right off the NFT. You understand that's playing off of the NFT. That's not saved anywhere, James. That's you click that. That is the NFT you're clicking.
That is the NFT. So we want to talk about being at the right place at the right time as we continue to push. I just want you to sit here and think for a second before I let you go. What if? We're not making any guarantees, but what if those NFTs get to a point where they're selling for 100 Ether, like these monkeys are? 100 Ethereum, and at that point, Ether's at $10,000. What if these tokens are selling for $10 a piece, and you was able to earn 1 million of these tokens? What if the governance token that you can only get by staking, so you need as much of this as you can, and you need to be staking, but what if those governance tokens are worth thousands and thousands of dollars? What if? That's the question I'm going to ask you, because we get involved with all these projects. We don't know who the owners are. We don't know what's behind it. We don't know any of that. We go and we put our whole savings account into these projects. But then when you got a project like this that was done before the money came in, I repeat, before, it wasn't a pre-sale of tokens to talk about what's going to launch in 2024. This is already done before the money. Right place, right time, ladies and gentlemen. So, hey, thank you for tapping in with us. Thank you, Mr. Noble Dracone, for all you're doing. Whoever invited you, get with if whoever invited you, get back to them, get your questions answered. If not, guys, I'm not making any financial advice, but I can guarantee one thing. If you do nothing, you will get nothing. And I know one other thing, scared money makes no money. So when you got the right situation and you see the right project, to me, it's a no-brainer, all right? So God bless. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in. This meeting is officially over. Bye-bye now.